Welcome to another tutorial from InfoCube Academy. Today, we will be looking at algebraic fractions. In the last episode, we dealt with how to find the LCM of algebraic terms. I will advise you to watch the episode to be able to follow along in this episode because we will make use of what we learned there. Algebraic fractions are simplified the same way you simplify arithmetic fraction. That is, by finding the common denominator known as the LCM and multiplying the fraction by it. Let's look at it, and from there we'll now enter algebraic fraction. In arithmetic fraction, we have 2 over 5 plus 3 over 7. Now the same way you will solve this question is the same way you will solve algebraic fractions. So let's look at this. You first of all find the LCM of 5 and 7, which will give you 35. And the next thing you do is to use this 5, which is the denominator, to divide the 35. You will get 7, and 7 times 2 will give you 14. Plus 7 divided 35 will give you 5, and 5 times 3 is 15. Now when you add the two of them, you have 29 over 35. Now this simple process I followed in solving this arithmetic fraction is the same way we're going to solve all the algebraic fraction we're going to solve in this tutorial. So please stay tuned. Now for algebraic fraction, let's start with the simplest part of it. You have 2x over 5 plus x over 5. Now what made it algebraic fraction is because it has letters in it. The letter can be in the numerator or also in the denominator. So let's solve. We first of all find the LCM, which is 5. And 5 divided 5 is 1. So you will now have 2x plus x, which will give you 3x over 5. This is very simple. Now what of this? 5 over 7a minus 7 over 7a. Now the first thing you do is to find the LCM. So you will have 7a as the LCM. So you now have 5 minus 7, which will give you minus 2 over 7a as your answer. Another one is 1 over 3x plus 5 over 2x. Now in this case, the denominator are not the same. So we go ahead to find the LCM of 3 and 2 first, which will give us 6, and then x. 3x divided 6x will give you 2. That is 6x over 3x. First of all, the x will cancel the x. Then 3 divided 6 will give you 2. So 2 times 1 will give you 2 plus 2x divided 6x. Do the same thing we did here, you will get 3. And 3 times 5 will give you 15. Now when you add 2 plus 15, you will have 17 over 6x as your answer. Now let's advance further to higher part of it. You have 4x plus 7 over 5 plus 2x plus 3 over 5. Since the denominator are the same, we pick 1. 5 divided 5 is 1. 1 times 4x plus 7, you have 4x plus 7. Then plus 2x plus 3. Now the next thing you do is you open the brackets and collect like terms. So you have 4x plus 7 plus 2x plus 3 all over 5, which will give you 4x plus 2x plus 7 plus 3 all over 5, which will give you 6x plus 10 over 5 as your answer. It's very simple. Now let's solve another question. Now you have 2a plus 1 all over 3a plus 5 into a minus 2 over 4a. So let's solve this. You may decide to open these brackets first before solving, or you may decide to go ahead to find the LCM. So let's use that. The LCM of 3a and 4a will give you 12a. 3a divided 12a will give you 4. And 4 times 2 is 8. Then you have this inside, plus 4a divided 12a will give you 3. And 3 times 5 will give you 15. You still have a minus 2. So at this point, I will now open the brackets to have 8a plus 8 plus 15a. And then 15 times minus 2 will give you minus 30. All over 12a. This will give you 8a, you collect like terms. Now you have 8a plus 15a plus 8 minus 30 all over 12a. 8a plus 15a will give you 23a and plus 8 minus 30 will give you minus 22, all divided by 12a. This becomes your answer. It's very simple. The next question is this. You have x plus 2 over x minus 1 plus x minus 3 over x plus 2. Now in this case, you see what the denominator have. In the denominator you have x minus 1 and x plus 2. So what will be the LCM? The LCM, if you watched the last episode, you agree with me that the LCM will be x minus 1 multiplied by x plus 2. Now in this case, when x minus 1 divide the both of them, it will cancel out x minus 1 remaining x plus 2. Watch what I mean here. You have this and you want to divide by x minus 1. Now automatically this will cancel out this, remaining this. So you have x plus 2, which is the one on top here, multiplied by x plus 2, which is the one we got from dividing this with denominator. You have plus, then coming to this, when x plus 2 here divides this, remaining x minus 1. So you have x minus 1 multiplying x minus 3. Then let's expand these brackets on top. X times x will give you x squared. X times plus 2 will give you plus 2x. Plus 2 times x will give you plus 2x. Plus 2 times plus 2 will give you plus 4. Recall that we did this when we are doing multiplication of algebra under expansion of brackets. Then you have plus x times x will give you x squared. X times minus 3 will give you minus 3x. Minus 1 times x will give you minus x. Minus 1 times minus 3 will give you plus 3. All over x minus 1 and x plus 2. Then we collect like terms. So you have x squared plus x squared plus 2x plus 2x minus 3x minus x. Then plus 4 plus 3 over x minus 1 and x plus 2. X squared plus x squared will give us 2x squared. Now adding the terms of x, you have plus 2 plus 2, which is plus 4. Plus 4 minus 3 will give you 1, and 1 minus 1 will give you 0. So it means that in the terms of x, we don't have anything remaining there. Then plus 4 plus 3 will give you plus 7, all over x minus 1 and x plus 2 as our answer. So when you look at the question, it seems as if it is difficult, but it is very simple. Now let's solve more questions. Now this one is a Y question. It says express 2 over A plus 7 over B minus 3 over C as a single fraction. You may see something like this in Y. The first thing you do is you write it out. Then the next thing is to find the LCM of A, B, and C, which we treated in the last episode. You have A, B, C as your LCM. Now, when A divide ABC, it remains BC. And this BC times 2 will give you 2BC. Now, when B divide B, it remains AC. AC times 7 will give you plus 7AC. Now, when C divides ABC, it remains AB. And AB times 3 will give you minus 3AB. Now, you look out for like terms. Do we have any like terms? No, I don't think we have. So this becomes your answer. As simple as this. So you have expressed this as a single fraction. Good. Let's solve another question that relates to this. Now this question says express A minus B over 2B minus B minus 3 over 6B plus 4 as a single fraction in its lowest terms. Now like I say, you write out the question first. Then the next thing you do is, first of all, this form can be changed to fraction by just putting over 1. Good. Find the LCM of 2b, 6b, and 1, which will give you 6b. Good. Now 2b divided 6b will give you 3. Then 3 multiply a minus b will give you 3 into a minus b. Now 6b divided 6b will give you 1. So you have minus 1 multiplying b minus 3. Then plus 1 divided 6b, 6b times 4 will give you 24b. Good. The next thing is to open these brackets. So 3 times a will give you 3a minus 3 times b will give you 3b. Minus 1 times b will give you minus b. And minus 1 times minus 1 will give you plus 3. Then you now have plus 24b all over 6b. The next thing you do is to collect like terms. So you have 3a minus 3b minus b plus 24b plus 3 all over 6b. You have 3a minus 3 minus 1 will give you minus 4. Minus 4 plus 24 will give you plus 20b plus 3 all over 6b. So this becomes our answer. Very simple. Now let's solve another question. This question will be the last question we'll solve for this episode. We'll have y over y plus 3 minus 8 over y minus 2. Now first of all, they want us to simplify it. Write out the question. Now in this case, these two, I will change it to fraction, which is over 1. Now find the LCM. The LCM becomes y into y plus 3. You remember that we did something like this in the last episode when we are finding the LCM of algebra. Then when y plus 3 divide y into y plus 3, it will remain this y plus 3. You have y divided by y plus 3. Now this is what happens. This will cancel out this remaining y. So you have y times y will give you y squared. Now when y divide y, it remains y plus 3. So you will now have minus 8 multiplying y plus 3. Now 1 divide the whole of this, you still have the same thing. And the whole of this times minus 2 will give you minus 2y into y plus 3. Good. We open the brackets. You have y squared minus 8y and minus 24. Then minus 2y times y will give you minus 2y squared. And minus 2y times plus 3 will give you minus 6y all over y plus 3. Then we collect like terms. So we'll have y squared minus 2y squared minus 8y minus 6y minus 24 all over y into y plus 3. And y squared minus 2y squared will give you minus y squared. Minus 8 minus 6 will give you minus 14y minus 24 all over y into y plus 3. You can leave this as your answer or bring out this minus outside so that you now have positive signs inside. And remember, when you open this bracket again, you still get the same thing we have previously. So this becomes your answer. So at this point, we're going to stop here. Watch out for the next episode. Don't forget to subscribe and share, help others to learn mathematics. Thank you.